Good day everyone, this is the third group report about data discrimination, one of the functions in data mining. It is widely used for decision making across sectors like finance, health, and law enforcement. However, these techniques can unintentionally lead to discrimination by reinforcing existing biases in the data. This report examines how discrimination, both direct and indirect, can arise in data mining functionalities, such as classification and clustering. It is also explores methods to detect and reduce biases. What is data discrimination? Data discrimination is the process of analyzing and comparing different groups in a datasets, identify bias or unfair treatment based on attributes like gender, age, race, etc., aiming to promote fair and ethical data analysis practices. Example in loan approval. Let's say this scenario where a bank uses a data mining model to approve or deny loan applications. The model was trained on historical data, which includes attributes such as income, credit score, employment status, and zip code. Although the model does not use race explicitly, it uses zip code as a feature. Historically, certain zip codes have been predominantly inhabited by minority groups and have received fewer loan approvals. As a result, the model indirectly discriminates against applicants from those areas, denying loans more frequently even when their financial status is similar to applicants from other areas. So this is the visual representation of discrimination process. From raw data, pre-processing, class comparison, identify disparities, and report biases.
So this is the types of data discrimination. Number 1, the attribute-oriented induction. Number 2, the class comparison. And number 3 is the quantitative discrimination. So the attribute-oriented induction, this method generalizes data by focusing on individual attributes or features to identify patterns and create rules, and it aims to find common characteristics within a dataset. For example po, may isang customer na gustong i-analyze yung data for a bank to predict loan default. So, si AUI po is ma-analyze yung mga attributes like yung age, income, yung credit history, yun po. So, this rule po is generalized from data not specific to individual customer. The next one is the class comparison. This approach directly compares different class or groups within the data to understand their differences. It's often used to identify bias or disparities between the groups. For example, continuing the loan application, class comparison would directly compare the approved and rejected groups. It might reveal that a higher percentage of rejected applications come from a particular geographic region or demographic group, suggesting potential bias. So the last one po is quantitative discrimination. This method uses statistical measures to quantify the degree of bias or discrimination present in the data. It gives a numerical value to the level of disparity. For example, is using the same loan application data, quantitative discrimination might calculate the lift or income on loan approval. A high lift would indicate that income is a strong predictor of approval, potentially highlighting bias if income is disproportionately affecting approval rates for certain groups. So that is the 3 types of data discrimination. Thank you.
these are the example of data discrimination. This is a 4. Number 1, credit approval bias toward high-income individuals. Number 2, hiring data sets favoring one gender. And number 3, healthcare system providing different treatments by race. And number 4, e-commerce platform targeting VIP users unfairly. Ngayon, i-discuss ko sa inyo kung bakit ito mahalaga sa data discrimination. Ngayon, simulan na natin sa number 1. Credit approval bias toward high-income individuals. As a credit scoring models often rely on income as a major factor. If the model is not carefully designed, it could unfairly deny credit to lower income individual, even if they have a good credit history or responsible financial behavior. This is a perpetuates exciting inequalities. Number 2 naman, hiring datasets favoring one gender. Ano ba ang ibig sabihin nito? If a company use a hiring algorithm trained on historical data that reflects gender bias or predominantly male applicants in a previous successful hire, the algorithm may inadvertently discriminate against female applicants even if their qualifications are equal or superior. Number 3, healthcare system providing different treatments by race. Ano ba ang ibig sabihin nito? Is a data analysis in healthcare might reveal disparities in a treatment based on race. Could be to unconscious bias and diagnosis, treatment plans, or allocation of resources. For example, certain racial groups may receive less access to advanced treatment or experience longer with times. Number 4, last is e-commerce platforms targeting VIP user unfairly. Ang ibig sabihin naman nito, VIP programs or loyalty schemes could inadvertently discriminate, for example, offering exclusive deals or early access to VIP customer might disadvantage those who cannot afford the higher spending levels required to achieve VIP status. This is create a system where already privileged customers are further advantage. Ang apat na ito ay mahalaga talaga sa data discrimination. Yun lamang po. Maraming salamat. Thank you.
Fairness measures and legal compliance. Remove or anonymize sensitive attributes. To promote fairness and avoid discrimination, datasets should include or anonymize sensitive information such as race, gender, religion, or age, especially if those attributes are not relevant to the decision-making process. Uses fair algorithms and bias correction models. Algorithms such must be designed or adjusted to reduce or eliminate unfair biases. This includes using unfairness-aware machine learning techniques that detect and correct disparities in outcomes such as equalizing false positive rates across different demographic groups or applying reweighting methods to balance training data. Comply with GDPR, ECOA, and anti-discrimination law. GDPR, General Data Protection Regulations, protects personal data and privacy in the EU, including rules against automated decision-making that significantly affects individuals. ECOA, Equal Credit Opportunity Act, prohibits acts with it discrimination based on race, color, religion, national origin, sex, marital status, or age in the U.S. Anti-discrimination laws. Various national and local laws forbid unfair treatment in areas like employment, housing, and lending.
Discrimination detection is a vital in creating fair data mining application, meaning bias training data leads to bias algorithm causing unfair outcome in areas like loan, application, and hiring. Detection is crucial to prevent perpetuating societal inequalities. Methods include data auditing, algorithmic fairness techniques, post-processing, and explainable AI to ensure fairness and transparency. By identifying and correcting bias patterns, systems become more equitable and trustworthy, meaning identifying and correcting bias patterns in systems, whether those systems are algorithm, process, or policies, leads to fairer and more reliable outcome. It's built that trust by demonstrating a commitment to object and justice.